Thank you for joining me on the channel, Mazaroth Tarot. Today I'm doing a reading for the sign of Virgo. You don't have to be a Virgo. You can be a cross watcher. The title of the reading could resonate for you as well. I will be using pronouns, male and female, them, they, he, she, so on and so forth. But ultimately, just find your place in the story. Take what resonates and leave what doesn't. And let's go ahead and get into it. Virgo, I am going to be starting off with my national spirit animal cards. Just to see what I can get from that. And then I will be reading traditional tarot. All right, so let's see. Virgo. Virgo. All right. Lovely. Virgo. Lovely. Virgo. I've never dealt with this one before, but I am a little familiar with it. I know what it represents symbolically. Virgo. Okay. It's a lot of African energy. I love it. I love it. I'm seeing the Lord, actually, Virgo. I love it. So, the first spirit animal we have out is being represented by Kenya. Kenya, an African country. And it is represented by two national animals. This is a reminder. It is represented by the African lion, Leo, strength, energy, Virgo. And then also the lilac breasted roller bird, a very colorful, vibrant, almost like not metallic, holographic, really interesting looking bird. But it is a reminder. It is a reminder. I'm gonna get back to that. And then the other energy that we have out, I do believe that it is also African. It is Botswana. And it is represented by the plain zebra. All right. Lovely. Strength. African lion. That's on top. You know what? On my channel, when it pertains to like the national symbologry, you guys, I'm so upset right now, but I'm not trying to let that get to me. I don't want to put that energy out into the reading. But nonetheless, Beyonce, she is a Virgo, and she has a song called Denial. One time I took a swim in denial. I swam the whole way. I couldn't turn around, man. I swear. She said, "Hey, little buddy, where you going?" I said, "I'm not sure how to know I'm still rolling. This ain't regular." She seemed regular. These dreams may take me out to the ocean. It makes me think of the white heifer, i.e. Kathy White, right? In Zeus, and how Zeus fell in love with Io and turned her into the white heifer. But the thing is, she had went to denial, the white heifer. She had went into denial, and she had like one eye symbolism surrounding her and making her feel special. But it actually was a curse. It actually was a curse for the white heifer to be watched like that or protected like that in an artificial environment, because it was like someone's sister wife or Hera, a goddess, was like, "I don't like that white heifer. I don't like her." But Io, in a way, would have felt, especially when she would have went to Africa or, got into denial, she would have felt better, I'm going to say, protected. Because Zeus turned her into that white heifer. Zeus did that. A god did that. He made her who she was. But it wasn't a good thing. It wasn't a good thing. It wasn't who she was meant to be in the first place. But it made me think of that. It made me think of that the Nile song. And then with this being the African lion, but strength. I just did Leo. Leo's has something to do with me personally. I am a Cancer sign, so house and home. But why is because Jesus, I believe it's Matthew 24 or something. Um, was talking about his crucifixion. I couldn't even get that out, and how it was fell darkness from the 6th hour to the 9th hour. So 6 and 9, that's symbolic of the Cancer sign. But also, you know, Cancer sign is tied to Julius Caesar. So Romans, the book of Romans is about curses with numbers and Exodus and all this other shit, and how some individuals got free. It has something to do with the blood of the lamb. But it's like they would have to have slaughtered it. It's just a whole mess. It's just a whole mess. But 1, 2, 3 is because that 6th hour was actually technically the 12th, like noon, and then the 9 would have been 3. So 1, 2, 3, that's what we count by. But also it's like the beginning, but death comes in threes. But also it's like 33, Capricorn, so on and so forth. You guys, side note. I believe that he is I believe he's a Gemini. I was looking up Allen Iverson because his first initials of his name was AI. And I was so flabbergasted because he played for the Sixers and he was number 3. So he was a 666ing all up in our face. But they said that he was the answer. And I'm like, y'all want the answer to come from AI? I don't like the answer that he was given. But anyway, why is this a reminder? Virgos are like, I have pride. I'm black and I'm proud. It could be something that Virgos would have learned from their mother. Their mother could have been tied in with a Gemini, a movement, a Piscean energy, not necessarily. The thing is, somebody could have been a high roller, not necessarily. There was something magical that was happening in somebody's life. And it's not like us. To me, it is better than us with this lilac bird. The reason why I say that is because it's holographic. The way that it's moving, the way that it's graceful, it's beautiful. It has all these ranges of beautiful colors and emotions, and it's just vibrant. And it's like all the fucking colors of the rainbow. It's very, very lovely. Now, somewhere over the rainbow in this situation would be the African lion, i.e. Leo. But it would be tied to Kenya. It would have a twin-like energy. It wouldn't. It would have a sibling or somebody that wouldn't necessarily be a traitor, but it's just like, why is it over there? It would have an African lion in England. Now, the thing is, Kenya's, or this lion energy, this pride energy, would be accepted in England, more so than myself, because they have space there in the United Kingdom for them. So much so that the United Kingdom is represented by bulldogs, dragons, red kites, lions, a whole slew of things. So someone is like, I'm bi-coastal. I can live here, I can live there. But it's like, if you leave and you travel there abroad, I don't know who this message would be for. It's just like you would leave behind the dynamic, the beauty, the rainbow. You would leave behind all the colors, all that energy. It's making me think of the power of Wakanda. Somebody's like, I would have to leave it behind because I can't take that with me. It's the color of my people. It's a full range of beauty. The only thing is, Botswana is off to the side. I can relate to that because that's more like myself a little bit. It's dealing with black and white. Somebody's like, I can't change my stripes, but it also could be a prison system. And it's making me think of Madagascar, a little childish, but that's the only kind of zebra energy that I'm aware of. I believe he was a zebra. Yeah, because Shrek was a donkey. But Shrek has something to do with the house party. Shrek is about the donkey. I've talked about this a million times, which is the Democrats, and the elephant in the room is that beast of a fucking monster, i.e. Shrek, that is huge, but he's like, I'm more of a man than that nigga, or whatever. But zebra, it makes me think of Chris Rock. Everybody hates Chris. And he had a lion friend. It's just that one was not Kenya. That one would have not been the masculine. Actually, Kenya to me sounds feminine. Sounds like a black girl. So I do think that I'm talking about a black woman, and then Botswana would be a black man energy dealing with the prison system. Maybe in America, in an artificial environment, being looked at as a criminal, being looked at as less than, being looked at as just a companion, a sidekick, or so on and so forth. But I'm not your motherfucking friend. Please believe me, I'm not your friend. But it would be looked at that way. But it's masculine energy. I don't like that though, because he's like, I'm not with the right one. Like, the right man is not beside me. What I mean is because in Madagascar, zebra, his friend, his lion, because he was almost in a lamb-like energy. His lion had went motherfucking crazy because he had so much pride being African but white. I don't know how you're white from Africa, but he had so much goddamn pride, and he took a bite out of his friend and marked him like an ass, but he wasn't an ass. He was not a donkey. And he had every right to be free, just like him. I don't know how the energy is coming out. Somebody's like, I'm not with my people. I'm not with my people. And the person that I am with that feels like they're English, but they're not like an African English man. I don't know. They would just be like English, like a white English, I guess. They could hurt someone, mark someone, take a bite out of that person because they're not of their damn mind. So somebody is like, I don't know how, like, somebody's like, I need this plane of existence that I'm on is wrong. I don't like being in this zoo. It's like Eden, essentially, right? And I was watching something about that earlier. In Eden, of course, they have the serpents, Satanists, or whatever in their ear telling them that they will never die, they have eternal life. People feel like they're being watched by God, but, you know, some people don't. It's whatever. But more importantly, in Eden, it's like nothing is for free. You have to work. You have to work the land. You have to work. Even though everything is accessibly available to you, everything is there. Someone, Kenya, a feminine energy, would actually be in the real world. She's like, where I live at, I don't necessarily have to work. I don't have to pay a white man or whoever. I don't have to pay a government, a ruling principality living in a motherfucking vault or a chamber. I don't have to pay that person. What I have to do is actually go out there and work myself and be prosperous myself. Because it's not that they had to leave Eden. Somebody is like, it's just a different reality. But Botswana would actually be in an Eden. Not technically the national animal, the plain zebra. They would be in the zoo, a concrete jungle, if you will, where everything is readily accessible. But somebody's like, I'm always being watched. Even its white lion would always be watched as well. It's just the white lion would feel good about being watched because it would always get this fucking praise, like, do it, Tony. Do it, lion. Do it. Look at him being majestic. He just owns this. But he's out of his damn mind. Because he would have to go to a feminine energy. You have to go to Kenya. And in the face of that Leo energy that Virgo is representing, I don't feel like he would feel superior. Very, very strange. Lovely energy. Why is it just a plain zebra? They're like, it's so average. It's just ordinary. It's just a commoner. Kenya is like, I'm actually royal. Kenya will have this secret power about themselves. They could roll the dice. They can play the game. They've got space set out in England. Very lovely. I'm not that fortunate though, because I'm dealing with the artificial environment. Eden. Oh yeah. The thing is, people in Eden, of course, they don't live forever because they didn't choose that. They have to choose to, what I heard, is wake up. And wake up and realize where they are. It's not that it is a test. It's like you got to realize who's out there. You got to realize something. Alright, love energy. Let me get a good look at this. I'm seeing a feminine energy. She's not necessarily taking notes. I'm not sure if a feminine energy would even be paying attention to it. But it's frequency. She's like, energetically, I'm sensing something. It would be, by the way, like hearing. She's like, a hearing. Someone could be going to a hearing. It's like, listen. But the thing is, like, listen is like technically tied to judgment. Like, it's a hearing. And I want you to know something. But it's for something. I do feel. It could be for love. It can be judgment spiritually, biblically. I'm not sure. But something is toxic. I feel like something is happening over and over and over and over again. But the feminine energy is like someone's aunt or something. It's an elder. I would say an elder. Elder air sign. Doesn't have to be. It could be like a queen of swords. Why is she like, slow down? Slow down. Let me hear this straight. I don't want to hear this straight. I want to hear something straight. But I don't like the way she's looking though. She has this like smirk on her face of feminine energy. Her hair is tight, like her fucking bob is like tight. I don't like Claudia. Claudia want to send somebody a motherfucking message like, you've been screwed over, you've been fucked with, you big, you this. But a big fat black woman be like, I started this shit. I put you on. I don't give a fuck if you feel like you close with that white cow. I don't give a fuck, bitch. I put you on. That shit with Hera ran so motherfucking deep, bitch. Even in the motherfucking biblical Bible, it says, please don't nobody stand next to that heifer. That got something to do with Zeus. So, can somebody please tell me who the burning bush is? Please. If somebody is like, I told you once, I told you twice. But why she don't like that white motherfucker? I'm going to just leave that there for you to figure out. But the thing is, Sarah motherfucking, I'm going to just show you. It's making me think of Real Housewives of Atlanta, Peach. Where she be like, Nene Leakes be talking to Claudia Jordan. And she be going, her motherfucking bob is curled up motherfucking tight, bitch. Tight. Like, why is you do type of thing? And she be like, what's wrong with a bob? What's wrong with a bob? Nene be like, ain't nothing wrong with a bob, but not the way that hers is fucking curled. It's going up, coming down. I don't know what it is. Take it as some bitch from H-Town. Take it out, resonates. But she's like, stop. But you know what? She's like little Nikki. This feminine energy. Because she would feel like she know a secret message about Chicago. It's a condo. Bitch, it's a condo. She would feel like she can move, like gentrification. A feminine energy would feel like, I moved into the ghetto, and yes, they had all the money. This, like, they could have fixed these hoods better for these people, but they just didn't. But when I moved into the ghetto, they fixed it up, and it's no longer a ghetto. So since it's no longer a ghetto, I need you people to move the fuck out and be homeless. But they don't fix the problem. The thing is not to fix the problem. Who is letting these fuckers into your Eden? Who is letting these people into your zoo? I don't know. I don't know what the fuck is going on. But it's making me think of Little Nicky from the movie Little Nicky, where he's like, you guys, I'm so fucking drunk in love. Let me let you guys hear something about Chicago. Queen Latifah. Alright. It's a secret message. It got something to do with Gemini needing a resolution, somebody being born, or a creation. What was created was an Illuminati message about not rocking the boat. They didn't want baby girl telling them motherfucker, because they say rocking the boat got something to do with it got something to do with like disturbing. But she's like, I'm gonna tell you how to not put it down. tell you something sexually. I don't know what it is. Somebody didn't like it. But the secret message that I heard was that was tied to Chicago or Queen Latifah, HBCU, is Aaliyah after she had went to the Freeman show called 106 in Park. I don't know why it's 106 in Park. I don't know. But at that time, it was a free man. The man was AJ and like a man, J, and then free. So free man. She had went to the Freeman show, and it was like the day before she was going to shoot the video, Rock the Boat. And she came there with she has like a hot area of it, like her energy, like if you're into like chakras, Aaliyah's whole shit would have been visible, all her energy, like her soul would have been exposed type of thing. And she was pure white. And she was going to a P. Diddy party. And she supposedly had invited Free to her Rock the Boat video shoot. But Free said she couldn't do it because she had to go be with Queen Latifah to these HBCUs. So they said the highest, most exalted one didn't have any freedom. She wasn't a free man. So she wasn't free. And there was some conflict of like scheduling. And everybody knows that's why Aaliyah had crashed out. It was a conflict of scheduling. But she wasn't free. She had to do it because Free decided to go be with Chicago, a secret message with Queen Latifah at HBCUs where they get free. But it's backmasking something. Ain't no man. It's just hoes in this house at them colleges or universities. I was looking up something because I was watching Starting 5, Virgo. And I was looking up Amica because Amica. It was on some players' uniforms. I believe Boston Celtics. Celtics got something to do with German engineering. I already told you Germans have told America and everybody else that they've created everything. Bikes, cars, bins, X-rays, medicines, Holocaust, motherfucker, everything. And the word Amica was on their jerseys. Just like some other people's like jerseys say PayPal, but I'm going to get to that in a minute. Essentially, that's just a chip. That's just a program. Everybody's been chipped. It's like a circuit board if you actually look at the stadiums and everything. And the word Amica is an insurance company, but it actually means prostitute. It means a courtesan, which is a female prostitute. And I think it was PayPal against Mika. I don't know what that's coming out. The feminine energy is like, I want you guys to hear it. I just don't know what feminine energy would be showing. Because she's like, a feminine energy would know. Because she's like, my brother did it. My big brothers did it. And she's slow. I don't know much about this other feminine energy. There's two feminine energies out, but I feel like it's two different timelines, two different worlds. Somebody's like studying, studious. And then like, I'm gonna be ready for the test. I'm gonna be ready for the pop quiz. I'm gonna be ready for father to question me. I'm gonna be ready. But somebody's like, in this instance, I don't want to know. I want to live. I want to experience. So even though a person is slow, it wouldn't be that person. It would be somebody else. They would be saying, I didn't eat from that tree. Believe it or not. She ain't tell me a motherfucking thing. I don't even trust anything that I read. Somebody will be, it's not understanding. Somebody's like, I want a different route. I want a different route. There was a tree of life and death, and then there was a tree of knowledge. Somebody's like, I took a bite out of that. I had to face death. But it's like, because I want to live. I want to live. You think you know, but you have no idea. I want to live. But somebody's just studious. But I don't like this female. This is another type of female. It's not my twin. It's not somebody else. They can take a big motherfucking loss. gonna take a big loss. They're gonna lose all that fucking money or every dollar that them ever motherfucking had or will have. I'm just gonna name her Melissa. Melissa feel like she got a motherfucking S on her chest, but she could be in the clouds smoking. Fucking fool. The thing is, she'll be looking at the actual star. The feminine energy that I'm looking at here reminds me of that. She feel like she gonna be ready. She fucking prepared. She knows she's up on game. I don't know what she think. She would feel like the oracle that she plugged in and she got answers. What answer would she have? That's my question. Answer me that. What answers would she have? Because I ain't questioning you. I'm just speaking. But if feminine energy would feel like she prepared, she ready. What the fuck you ready for? She feel like she gotta stay ready. She would have chose knowledge. Bitch would have been playing house. Time isn't. I have to cut this short. I do gotta get ready for work. Something I don't want to do because I want to live. It's the audience, the movie theater. I'm seeing a big screen. It's tied to Leo again, but it's a little different. The show has actually started. It ain't the beginning credits or the end credits. It's like the beginning. What kind of movie is it? I do feel like the beginning would be the ending. It'll come back around one way or the other. But it's like, she's getting out of bed. I do know this movie. Get Out. Get Out. It started off in his house, in his bedroom. I do remember. The ending is the beginning. He get out. Well, was already out. But where he realized he was at was in a motherfucking slave quarters. Losing his damn mind. Like a runaway slave. Feeding the motherfucking dirt. But he want to live. He want to leave. Got a one-way ticket somewhere.